You think the crypto market is just taking a break. You're delusional. We are looking at correction, we are looking at the total collapse of the status quo. It's the Trump pam effect. One day he's taking tariffs, the next day he's shaking the table on global security, and while everyone is staring at their portfolio charts, the real fire is starting in the Middle East. Iran, Iraq, the powder keg is blowing up. And guess who gets the bill? You. Your crypto market are going down, it's fired up and you fucked up. Your crypto is the first thing we sell when the world starts burning. Let's look at why your money is vanishing. Politics is now the top one indicator of Bitcoin. Trump enters the room, bam bam. A tariff here, a tariff sanction there, and the market creates a massive liquidity drop. He thrives on unpredictability, but you can't trade like that. It's a wasting of money. Now at the geopolitical nightmare, we've got tension in Iran and Iraq spiking. Every time a headline hits about military escalation, the big institutional funds hit sells on crypto and it's ruin of the market. They hit sell on crypto and buy gold or dollar. It's a fight for safety, but it is not safety for your trading account. And you are being left behind holding the bag. It's not just a dip, it's a total shift of the global capital. Here's a part of mainstream news want to tell you. The smart money loves this chaos. Why? Because they use fear, they can read the chart, they can predict shit like that and trade profit in profit to profit. The Trump theoretic to create the maximum panic. Look at these stop runs. See this massive wick? It's not the world ending. That's the big players hunting your stop losses while you're distracted by the news. They want you angry, they want you scared, and they want you to sell at the bottom. The charts are lying, they are telling you exactly where the whales are reloading for the next move. Talk about what smart money will do in the situations like that where when the crypto market are dropping off, you can predict it like that with the common zones. But we get reaction from that Fiji which are formed here. Of course we get reaction from that and skip that because it wasn't in our optimal entry point. And so now let's watch what will happen with the Bitcoin in the first way. Now we need to do what we need to do is going to the higher time frames to detect our trend. So we are picking up a 1 day time frame. And what we can see here, the massive downtrend with the breaking of structure, but we get direction from the Fiji here, capturing of liquidity on these meanings, filling our Fiji here, and after that dropping down. What zones we can detect here on the 1 day time frame? We can see our Fiji, which are formed here, and the price are going to fill that. And here we can see the liquidity pool which are formed after our drop down and formed the order block. So we need to define it like that. Now we have detected our downtrend because the higher low update previous higher low, for example here, 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 here. So the downtrend are confirmed by the smart money concept, and here we can see another our point of interest zone with a great, really great pool of liquidity on these zones, on this price. It's about 100. So the price are gonna move in different ways, you can think, but we can read that here already price get reaction from the this order block, and in my opinion, just in my opinion, it is gonna grab the liquidity here because the main concept of smart money is liquidity. The institutionals are grabbing your liquidity to get the power to manipulate the price. And of course we need to grab this liquidity to get correction on these means, to grab all your stop losses, to fill their positions, and after that we are going to move to this Fiji. After that the price are going to get the reaction from that, and here are going to be the consolidation here, the forming of new liquidity pools which are going to be grabbed, of course, and after that the capturing of this down liquidity, fulfilling the Fiji which are going to form here, is going to be 100%. And of course if you want to learn how to trade like me, follow my Telegram channel where I'm gonna drop all the learning materials. And if you want to get all learning materials from all my videos, let's go to my Telegram channel where I'm gonna drop all of it, and you can study trading by my lessons. So the price are gonna fill the PVG here, which are 100% are gonna be formed. It can grab this liquidity, but we are not looking for the reaction from this order block because the price already gets the reaction from that, and we are going to return to grab this liquidity, maybe some tradings here, and of course full filling with PVG, and after that the price in the negative scenario are going to grab all this liquidity here and drop it. So the main deals which you can open here is the reaction from this order block with maybe some risk, stop loss, with take profit on these meanings. So let's open it like that. And the main goal is gonna filling off this PVG. Here we can already fix 50% of our deal, 70 and 18. And of course, at the 50% of this movement, fix 50% of your trading position, because we can't ever reach the price by 100%. Something can happen tomorrow, and Bitcoin can grow and can go down. You can't leave the situations like that. So always move your stop loss to the zero loss point and fix by part your position. And always look for the good risk reward ratio, because it is the base of trading. You will be more successful with risk reward ratio in the long distance if you gonna look after that. So this first deal is gonna be like that. The next is opening from PVG, which are gonna form here and grabbing the liquidity here. Or the more risky way is filling with PVG. Now let's watch lower time frames to look for the good deals, and how we can see here the price on the 4-hour time frame for this liquidity pool. So it is a good place to open a deal on the reverse and take profit like that. So we can open it with conservative stop loss and wait for the capturing of liquidity. After the capturing of liquidity, the price, the good pool of liquidity, the huge pool of liquidity where are a lot of stop losses, the price are gonna get an impulsive move. So here we are waiting for the capturing of down liquidity and impulsive. And at the end of this analysis, you can see my predictions and my deals. So let's repeat the deal from the capturing of our order block and capturing of this liquidity down here, the opening from this PVG to the filling of this, and after that the capturing of liquidity we are gonna form it here and opening the position about these minutes. So what do? Do you panic sell because the news says the world is ending? No. You wait for the liquidity to be drained, you wait for the panic to peak. Trump is going to keep hitting the table with his bam policies at the Middle East. Trump is going to keep hitting the table, his bam politics, and the Middle East isn't going to get quiet overnight. This volatility is our new reality if you want to survive. Stop watching the news for the panical advice and start watching the order flow. I'm tracking every move and I'm going to tell you exactly where the line is, the cent is. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because if you miss the next entry, you are gonna be poor. And now seriously, tell me in the comments, do you think we are heading for a full-scale market crash, or is this just the biggest manipulation of decade? I want to hear your arguments.